Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm going to show you guys how to make these Greek frappe cupcakes. Now, you might have heard of the word frappe, or the Greeks say frappe. You might have heard of it from Starbucks. This isn't like that. This is a Greek frappe. So this is basically all Greeks drink during summer, and it's delicious. So the most characteristic part of a Greek frappe is the foam. And I like to call that mega foam because I used to be able to make mega foam when I made Greek frappes, like when I was younger. I don't really drink them as much now. Now, this cupcake has mega foam on top. I'll show you guys how I make it. It's basically like a milk jelly and it's made to look like a foam. But it's really, really cool. These are the ingredients you need to make them. Okay guys, so to make these Greek frappe cupcakes, start off by preheating your oven to 160 degrees Celsius or 320 degrees Fahrenheit. The ingredients you're going to need are some flour, sugar, vanilla extract, eggs, Greek yogurt, baking powder, oil, butter, and to make the awesome Greek mega froth on top, you're going to need some powdered gelatin, instant coffee powder, or if you have an espresso machine, you can just use coffee shots, some water, and some milk. For the frosting, you're going to need some thickened cream and some mascarpone cheese. And guys, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I upload 2 new videos a week for you guys. So we're going to start off by making some instant coffee liquid. So add your instant coffee powder to a large mixing bowl, along with some hot water. Mix that until everything is completely dissolved and set it aside. Moving on to our cupcakes, we're going to add all of our dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. Mix that on low speed until everything's well combined. Then you can add your softened butter and mix that until it reaches a fine sand-like texture. The finer, the better. While that's mixing, you can add your milk to a large jug, along with your eggs, oil, vanilla extract, Greek yogurt, and your coffee. Give it a good whisk and add it to your dry ingredients while the mixer is on low speed. Once you have it all in there, you can stop your mixer and scrape down the bowl just to make sure those bits at the bottom and on the sides gets mixed in properly. Then you can mix for a final 20 seconds. I'm using an ice cream scoop to scoop my butter into my cupcake liners, filling them up about 3/4 of the way. We're going to pop these into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. Once they've baked, transfer them to a cooling rack to cool down completely. Now we're going to move on to making our mega froth milk jelly. So add your water to a mixing bowl along with your gelatin. Let that sit for about 5 minutes. While that's resting, you can add your hot milk to a large jug along with your bloomed gelatin, and you want to mix that until everything is completely dissolved. Add your coffee and you're going to let this sit in the fridge for about 20 minutes. And it looks really gross right now, but trust me, it needs to set a little bit before you put it into a food blender and mix it until it becomes really nice and frothy and thick. If you don't have a food blender, you can use a stick blender. And once it gets nice and frothy, you're going to transfer it to a deep baking dish and you want to let this refrigerate for about an hour. Moving on to our frosting, we're going to add our cream into a large mixing bowl along with some vanilla. Mix that to soft peaks. Then you can add your mascarpone cheese and mix it to stiff peaks. Now the mascarpone cheese helps this stabilize so it's much easier to frost. Our mega froth jelly has set. I'm just running a knife gently around the sides. I'm using a round cutter about the size of the top of the cupcake just to cut out my circles. Our cupcake's baked beautifully. I'm dipping the top into some coffee. We're going to let that drip down the sides. I'm using a Wilton 6B tip to frost a swirl of that fluffy whipped cream frosting. We're going to sit our mega froth on top and finish this off with a nice blue and white striped paper straw. And that's pretty much it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my Greek frappe cupcakes. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. You're going to find the recipe on my website. A link for that is in the box below. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 200,000 by the end of the year. Now, you're going to see more of my delicious recipes on this side. So click on those links over there if you want to watch more deliciousness. I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Scran Line.